Hi folks, it's Amy and I wanted to check in with you about document formatting and where we're at. Happy to see all of the progress of people getting registered for GDP and getting in there and playing with it. It looks like we're getting over some of the registration hurdles, so thank you for bearing with me with that. And there are 5 of you left that have not registered. Please get in there and make sure that the GDP software is working for you. If you click on this online course, what I'd like to do is update you a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. If you come to the syllabus link, the first thing that I want you to do is see that I've added a completion schedule for you. What this is a screenshot of all of the assignments that are due. And again, I just want to clarify, you don't have to submit anything in Blackboard at this time except for that first item where we did the pre-test production. You'll be going into the GDP software, submitting it, and I will be correcting it from there. Okay? So with that being said, the majority of you have gone into assignments and you have completed, this pre-test production. I have graded it, put it into Blackboard. I've created a little video, added some comments, attached some files for you on maybe some issues that you had with the documents. The majority of you did a really, really nice job. Okay, so without further ado, let's take a look at the GDP and what we can expect from there. I'm going to come into here, and I've logged into GDP. I have to simulate as a student. Okay. Here I am. I'm going to look at my lessons. And what can be a little tricky about this is that you're bouncing between the software, which is being utilized here online, and you're bouncing between 2 textbooks, the big one and the little one. And so really want to discuss where you're going to be at and how to get this working. Okay, so you're going to start with lesson 21, which is in part 2. You're going to start with unit 5. Okay, and there are 5 lessons to this, 21 through 25. You're going to go into your large textbook. Lesson 21 starts on page 75. You're going to work through that, okay, and click that there. All of these items, the 21A through 25E, are in your book. At section E there, it's going to tell you to go to your small manual, which looks like this, and you're going to work through some of those items in the Word book. It's going to simulate the actual Microsoft Word 2010. In these beginning lessons, you probably will not submit a complete assignment until you get to lesson 25. So with that being said, you work through this and you get all the way to lesson 25. And you're going to see here that, again, that A through correspondence here. Lesson 25 begins on page 83. Okay, very similar. It's going to tell you when to go to the Word manual, and in fact on page 85 it's going to have you do 2 pieces of correspondence, 25-1 and 25-2. The 25-1 is the one that I will be spot checking to make sure it's picture perfect, it's mailable, there's no errors, the formatting is correct. So again, if you are struggling with formatting, go to the beginning of your large book or your little book, and there's a blue border around them. It has reference materials for any type of letter or memo report that you would create in here, and how to format it with your margins, with line spacing, all of those types of features for that specific format. So here, for instance, in 25-2, it's going to tell me to start my work, and this assignment is actually happening on page 86, and there's not really any instructions. So what you do is you're going to start your work. I'm going to open this. I have to enable. And now what I'll do is I will type up this email correspondence or message. Now, once you're done with this, you're going to save it. Okay, so let's pretend I typed it all. Hi, Kim, and this is just a sample. I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to come back into GDP, click on this browse, find where I saved it. Once I have that file, then I'll hit submit your work, and that's what I will go out and find in the GDP software by clicking my GDP. This shows me all the assignments, and it gives me more information about them, and so this is where I will grade the assignments from. And let's look at the individual lessons. If you get stuck on something, like lesson 21 for instance, I did not enjoy this map one. I did this repeatedly and I couldn't get past it. Well, I gave it the good old college try of about 3 attempts, and then I moved forward. If you're really struggling with something, or if you're having a bad day keying, just keep pushing forward. I ask that you work on your speed and your accuracy. Make sure that those errors continue to decrease. We want everything at mailable, which means 0 errors. That's what we're striving for. That's what this software helps us do. It helps us achieve perfection in our documents. Okay, let me check my notes here. Again, I've extended the deadline for Unit 5, which is lessons 21 through 25, until September 7th. So please make certain if you have questions to keep emailing me or use the water cooler area. I look forward to working with you. Have a great day.